know what life is gonna take you, and you can't change where you've been. But today, I have the opportunity to choose. Here I am now.
Hey. Alright. Everybody, this is my father, Gina Eddie Prince, and my little sister right there, Jennifer. Hi.
Hi.
Oh gosh, okay. Now, our first question to you is, like, what kind of sports back in the day you used to do that you think that keeps your body healthy, like throughout the years, even right now?
I used to play soccer. I used to play soccer a lot, especially when it's summertime.
Mm-hmm.
I play in the morning, and soccer is very physical. You need to stay in shape. And also, I think like dancing, because I used to dance Latino music, because I think that dancing is some kind of sports too. It keeps you healthy. It keeps you, young, if you want to say that, in shape. So it, basically, it's soccer that I used.
What kind of dances you used to learn, or
Actually, it used to be Latino music like cha-cha, rumba, merengue, tango, vals, mambo, especially the mambo and the cha-cha. I mean, that keeps you sweaty if you're really into it, and then because I enjoy doing it. I not only do it when I'm practicing with other people, but even when I'm home. I loved it so much that I used to practice myself at home, and I believe it was good, not only to keep me in shape, but I think that most people that practice sports or dance, they stay positive. They stay positive. So I think it's a very good thing.
Okay. The second question is, as far as family, do you think sports can increase like their communication, their health, or like release a lot of stress and minimize a lot of things? Like,
of course. When you family, if you play together, or even if you don't play a sport or that a family member is playing, but when you go to their game, encourage them, I think that helps. I do believe that helps the communication. Yeah, I think that helps the communication between family members, and like I said, usually people that practice sports, or they tend to be happy, they tend to be positive, because I believe it's a very good thing to do. It helps you socialize yourself, because any kind of game that you play, for the most part, you're not playing it by yourself. You play with other people, and it helps you get along with other people, because you're always around people that have different opinions, different lifestyle, and that helps a lot.
alright. Another question is, as far as sports and stuff, is that where stop, Jenny, stop. Is that where you like make most of your friends throughout that, or school basically?
Most of my friends, I've met them in school, but I gotta tell you, a very, very, very good, good part of it is from playing sports. Not only with the players, but people also that come to support. People that love what you're doing. When you're dancing, you're gonna you're gonna dance somewhere. People like what you're doing. They approach you. Like I say, it helps you get along with other people because you're always dealing with people, and you know there's no two people really alike. So when you're around people all the time, you get to deal with them, because when you're in a group, of course, some of them gonna get on your nerves, some of them just gonna go beyond, but as a group, you know, as part of a group, you're gonna do your best to make it work. And I believe that helps in your family life, that helps um, in a lifetime. I mean, it's a very good thing. I encourage everybody that can practice sports because it keeps you healthy, and also it helps you with communicating with other people, and it helps us also keep even a family relation healthy, especially we know that in the United States most people don't really have time. So when you get a chance to go to your kids game, to encourage them, to push them, make them know that, let them know that they can do it, I know that counts a lot. So that's my point of view.
Okay. My, I think that's my last question. My last question is, like, basically you just gave a lot of people advice, but to the viewers that's gonna see this video, before I ask you this last question, and I'm also gonna include it, like, what advice would you give others as far as to keep your happiness and the fact that sport is not just a sport, because a lot of people think of it just as sports or see it as it is, like basically the name.
Well, one problem with sports, and that this is the kind of advice I wanna give people. When it comes too serious, when money is too much involved, or when you don't admit defeat, especially I'm talking about, like when you're playing basketball, you're playing soccer, whatever the sports that you play, the first thing is you should have in mind is having fun. And I would advise parents to not to put too much pressure on the kids, even though they are there to encourage them.
What about parents?
They would want to see them being the best at what they're doing, but I think the most important is that they play and they do their best, and they understand that when you're playing games, especially those kind of games, there must be winners, there must be, I would not even say losers, I would probably say not winner, because I don't want to use the word losers, because when you play games, when you practice sports, you have fun. You do it for your mental health, you're doing for your physical health, and don't put too much pressure on yourself. Well, if you do your best and you don't make it, well, you don't make it. At least you know that for the time that you spent, you had fun, and then you gave all of you.
Okay. Just one more. Sorry. What do you do to keep your happiness like alive in your life?
What do I do?
Got him.
One thing I know, that's my philosophy. Deal with what you can and get over what you can't. Problems exist before you. Problem exists while you're here. Problem will exist after you're gone. So problem is not a problem when you know how to address it. So the problem is not to expect problem to come your way and not addressing the problem. So when you when you have a positive attitude about things that can happen in your life, that some of them you can control, do your best to avoid them, and things that you cannot control, well, let them be, because you learn from mistakes. That's how you grow, as long as you don't keep repeating them. And if you play sports or dance or whatever, any kind of exercise, if you're mad, if you don't feel good, I think you should go and practice. If you like basketball and then you don't feel good, something happened to you that you don't like, and you're going through some problem, go ahead, play and have fun. So that's the way I see it.
Alright, thank you very much. That'll be all. Once again, that's my father. Hope you guys loved it and enjoyed the lesson. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.